Hello, and we say good day to you this day of your time. As the Pleiadian Council, we speak on behalf of all of the Galactic Alliance, many groups of beings within this universe who are supporting the entire group of the universe and your planet in evolution. And we thank you for allowing this moment of contact to occur. For not only is it of assistance to you, it allows us to expand. And it is really our passion to be of service to as many beings as we can, as through continuous phases of evolution into higher levels of consciousness. What we all come to discover is that it is through service, it is through sharing, that all beings grow and more closely unite with Source. And so this is what we love to do the most. How are you all doing at this time?
Wonderful.
We are very happy to hear that, and we are very happy to feel a group of receptive beings. We have very much to share. And, well, the first thing is, the core of our message is that you are all intuitive beings who can discover great wisdom within you. You each have gifts that the world needs you to embody, to share. And the calling is not something that you must look any further from your own heart center in order to discover. This heart center of yours is like a barometer. The more intensity of love and passion and joy you feel, the more you know you are either on the right track, or the idea, the trajectory you are focusing on is the one that will light you up the most. This core experience of love is an experience of Source consciousness. That Source, in creating this universe, wanted to have a plane where all beings come to understand themselves as love and understand this energy of love, of a great enjoyment for existence, a great compassion for those around you, a great sort of enthrallment. All of these are some components of love. And through this love, the more you experience it, the more you feel one with, connected to, part of something much bigger. And through your unique expression of this love, you can unite yourself with Source. You can unite yourself with the Force you know as your own higher self. This higher self communicates to you through your own heart center. And so if you are experiencing any challenges emotionally, and to an extent even physiologically, it is the result of not attuning yourself to this flow of energy from your higher self. When you live in the flow of that energy, you may experience road bumps and challenges, though there will be an overwhelming sense of enthusiasm. And it takes some time, it takes some practice, but each and every one of you can rewire yourself to allow the doubts and the confusion to pass away and stay firmly anchored in that flow of knowing what is truly right for me. What am I truly here to bring? It always brings you love, because when you are in that state of great love, it ripples out to others around you. It entrains them into that vibration. And they may have their own way of experiencing and connecting with that love, though surely the presence you bring in that love can and does leave a profound impact on those around you. And so one thing that is exciting for us to share, and exciting for many groups of beings like ourselves to share, is the sort of shedding of many of the concepts that supported your planet grow through the times of evolution before you, and step into what is now coming. For your planet is facing great changes. You have evolved through certain survival-based instincts and beliefs in your own separation from each other that have allowed you to disrupt harmony on your planet. And there is great fear of what is coming next. And we can tell you that there are many things before you. And it is you, through your love, that aligns with a reality of greater compassion and a return to order. Or if you, in your personal reality, align with more chaos and more disorder and more separation, then that will become your outer reality. For you may not understand this entirely, though we will clue you into something, that there is not just one pathway of time, that in every nanosecond you are shifting through billions, even, of parallel reality windows that lead into different potential futures. And so the one thing that we cannot really tell you about specifically is what is going to happen. For you decide, you create. And yet at the same time, because your experience of time and space is illusory, in other words, it is just in this dimension where you have that fixed experience of a linear sense of time at a higher level. Every moment is the same. And from that understanding, every future that you could go to, the billions of them out there, already exist. They're already included in the framework of the universe. And so in that sense arises the great paradox. Do I have free will, or is this all already figured out? How much control do I have? And we say both of these ideas are true. You have all of the control in the world, and Source, the universe, has already figured out every possible thing that could ever happen to you. And so you must not ask yourself, what should I do? Which future should I move to? Which one is really best? For it is not something that you can see and define in so clear ways and have a 100% accurate understanding of. Though if you bring yourself into your heart and really ask yourself, what feels best for me? And you allow yourself to choose it, you will find, without a doubt, the highest outcome orchestrating itself for you and for all of those around you. So this is the core of our message, for we seek to empower you to find your own intuition, to find your own personal connection to higher realms, and to navigate this reality through the compass of your heart and with an understanding of all of the psychic gifts within you. So we hope to further illuminate this today with any questions that you may have. When you feel ready, you can join us and interact with us and dialogue with us as you wish.
Greetings.
Hello, yes.
Understanding uncertainty and struggle, this survival concept, especially around abundance and finances. I feel many messages coming to me about being very conscious about where I place and invest my energy, specifically my finances, and it feels like it always brings me out of that heart space. So is there any wisdom or guidance for how to try to embody the heart space when dealing with something that can feel so critical as financial abundance or wealth?
Well, in this realm, the most important thing is to question deeply, is this truly going to make me unsafe? If I give myself fully to what my heart is asking, how much safety am I sacrificing? Because in your world, there has been a conditioning that all of you seek to protect yourself far more than you actually need to. And when you live your life with such an attitude, I must protect myself from this mishap and that potential loss and that potential problem, you actually generate a reality where it's more likely to attract the things that you spend so much time thinking about. Because your thoughts create vibrations, and one vibration attracts that same vibration on another level. So really the wisdom is still to follow your heart fully, and again question, how unsafe are my decisions making me right now? So in this moment, would you say what you are doing is highly unsafe, slightly unsafe, or realistically quite safe?
Realistically quite safe.
And do you recognize a source of the voices that tell you that it might not be?
Yes, I believe so.
What would that be?
It feels like conditioned fear and old messages of lack.
Yes. When realistically you know how much you have and how much you are capable of receiving or asking for if you needed it. Realistically, you know that this is a universe that keeps giving to you and has not let you down so far. Yes.
Yes.
So, what may be useful is to write down many of these different stories. For we see there might be several different stories and several different sources of them. And if you write it down and look at it on paper, it might, in a way, allow you to detach yourself from it more clearly. You can, in that moment, see, or intend, rather, that you are taking that field of mental energy that has played itself out so many times out of your field and onto the paper. And then, in contemplating it, you can create that distance. You can ask yourself, where might this have come from? And through burning it or giving it to the earth in some way, you can release that story back to source. And continue to listen to your heart. And of course, saving for bigger projects, saving for something that really causes a huge evolution for you might be a very self-loving decision at some point. It is not an encouragement to be, in a way, hedonistic and throwing all concern to the wind, though it is a sort of reinforcement of your own understanding that the feeling of love and freedom is of utmost priority. And when you do all that you can to make this what is highlighted most, the rest will fall into place.
Thank you.
Our thanks to you. Can we clarify this in any further way?
No, thank you very much.
All right. Hello.
Hello. I have a question regarding my life. Very profound, actually.
Yes.
I had a very difficult childhood and youth. I had a very strained relation to my mother. So I withdraw very much from the world. Lived in my own world, my own mental world.
Yes.
Then she died at the age when I was 27. And it was like a huge release, like bigger than any release I've ever had, like very physical. Then I tried like 3 times to like break out of my bubble, like reach out, like some romantic way. But each time it failed like disastrously. I didn't really see it that time, but I kind of gave up all hope. And I completely withdraw once again from the world. And it happened in the beginning of the 90s, a long time ago. And now I wake up a little bit more. And I can't help asking myself, was that just pure luck, like 3 times in a row, just really pure luck? And I was, okay, I just withdraw and I've done nothing. And maybe slowly I will get back to normal. Or did those things happen for a higher reason? Was there a higher reason that I now spent like 30 years, like almost 30 years roaming the world, done all kind of things, learned all kind of stuff without doing anything, just observing? Or was there a higher reason for that?
Yes. Yes, everything is orchestrated at some level to play a bigger part in evolution. So, what could you imagine you can do with all of this new information that you have?
Yeah, I have interesting ideas. I'm still not back at full energy, but I kind of feel it coming in some ways.
Yes.
But they would be rather extreme. It would take all my resources, all my money. So it would be like a major like a challenge and a major endeavor. So it would give me peace at heart if I felt it all was a part of a bigger plan.
Yes.
Or I could just like withdraw and have a quiet life and a little more like social.
Well, here you are vacillating between 2 intense extremes. Can you see a middle ground?
Yeah, I could do that, but the plans are great, so it's
all right.
And so I'm drawn to it, but
well, here's what we say that might calm you first a little bit, is that you are really a vessel for Source to experience itself. So there is an emphasis in your conditioning, all of you on your planet, that makes you think you must achieve or offer something in order to be worth existing. When really your existence itself is in a way your birthright to everything you experience. You would not exist if you weren't here to have every experience that you had. And through your observation, through your acting, through the experiencing that is taking place, Source is discovering very much through you. You are adding to experiences of others. You are holding an energy field of presence that emits around you. And in recognizing that your existence itself is valid and important will take some of the pressure off when you choose to embody these visions and compile everything together. So, yes, this project, this vision you are having is very important. And also, you are already worthy and you are already blessed and serving through your being. How does that sit for you?
It makes some sense, yeah, and it gives
Alright.
me some peace of mind.
Yes.
But it raises the question: should I then just be myself? Maybe give up all plans, all things, just be in the present and like connecting to those around me. And maybe would that be like actually a better way of using my life? Like just connecting to those around me, if they had some benefit of that.
Yes, most certainly. That is what you are all here for, is for connection. That all of those layers of experience you have had up to this point allows you to bring certain frequencies and energies to those that you may meet. And through these interpersonal relationships, you grow and they grow, and the energy ripples out to affect many more. So we are not saying to only focus on that, but we are saying to take in the full value of it, to see the importance of it, to see that there is so much for you to gain from being who you are and enjoying the interactions that take about this earth plane. And yes, the big project and vision you have is something that can serve you, though you have to ask yourself, is this coming from a true source of self-love, or is it coming from a sense of self-hate, that I have not been enough yet, therefore I need to do this?
No, it's not the last. I've never done anything actually, but
All right.
I don't hate myself for that, because I see there was a reason now. So,
Yes.
but it actually was meant out of love for others. It wasn't about myself actually. The
All
first
right.
plan I had was actually to benefit others.
And what is that plan?
Yeah, it has to do. I'm from Europe. It has to do with the Arab world, which we have a very strained relation to in Europe today.
Yes.
So it's yeah.
So it's about improving those relations.
Yes.
That is a very important project and not something everyone can do. So if you find yourself capable and you find the love within you for it, then take all of the energy that you feel comfortable to put into it and allow the vision to manifest.
Okay, I'm happy with the answer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And again, relationships are something that will grow. When you allow yourself to give more space to them, more importance to them, and you will find that conditions and beliefs from the past will still get projected outwards. Though when you can be conscious of what you are processing and conscious of those layers of projection and work with people who are understanding of what it means to have a projection and how to clear them, you may find a great state of clarity and a great sort of rawness in your connection that will deepen and enrich your own self-love in very powerful ways. So we encourage you to enjoy the journey and be open to people and be open to your own ideas.
Well, I thank you. It
All right,
already
thanks to
feels
you.
better, and I will make a journey, I promise.
All right, well, great thanks to you, and know that we and many others are there to support you should you choose to make contact along the way.
I will remember that.
Our thanks to you, yes.
Greetings.
Hello, yes.
Hi. I was brought to Guatemala, I feel, for a very specific reason.
All right.
And I feel like it has something to do with the retreat that I'm at with dreaming, lucid
Yes.
dreaming. And I've had a couple different sessions with channelers and different psychics who have told me that my time here was going to be very earth-shattering, is the way it was described. And
All right, earth chatter.
I feel
The earth
that,
is breaking beneath your feet.
yes. And I feel that a lot of times when I'm told about something like that, I get in my head and tend to block it with having expectations.
All right.
And I've been waking up with this feeling that there's a lot going on with me in the dream world at night that I might not fully remember,
Yes.
but it feels like contact with other beings, maybe abduction, just a lot of different things that I can't quite pinpoint.
Yes.
And I'm wondering if there's anything I can do or that I should know to develop that communication channel further, or if it's important for me.
Yes. Are you entering into these sort of altered states without sleeping in meditation as well?
I do meditate every day, and I've been practicing trying to lucid dream more often.
Yes. Though, do you meditate in a way that allows you to access more of that level, that sort of astral level?
I feel that I was more before I came here.
All right. It may be helpful to add that focus with perhaps guided meditations or shamanic journeying, something that intentionally alters your brainwave state so that you can go to those planes. And that fusion of doing it naturally in your dreams and with a bit of focus in your waking state will allow you to bridge those worlds a bit better.
Okay.
Now, are you waking up in the middle of your dreams?
Sometimes, occasionally.
And do you find that helps you in remembering them more?
Yes, I would say it does.
Do you write them or record them immediately?
Yes, I do.
All right. And that's working for you?
Yes, it feels like there is a lot more that I'm not remembering, though.
Oh, all right. Well, the truth is, if you really needed to remember it, you would. You are getting the details that are necessary. And there are many layers of extraterrestrial interaction that are taking place, yes.
And is there... I'm curious to know if there's a way to become lucid in dreams more easily.
Are you engaging in that practice of asking yourself, are you dreaming right here and right now?
Yes.
And are you affirming, this is real?
Yes.
But do you know that, in a sense, the dream world is even more real?
That's a good point.
So, really, these levels of reality are not entirely that different. It is only there are more layers of conditioning that you place upon your physical reality. Though your physical reality itself is ascending to higher levels. Eventually, you will become beings that you could consider quasi-physical, where the abilities that you have in a dream time to alter at will with your thought and intention, the potential outcomes, what is occurring around you, will become a part of this physical reality. So, become lucid in your waking dream. And you may become more lucid as well in the dreams you have at night. To know that your perception and your beliefs affect everything that occurs around you can enrich that ability to lucid dream. You may choose to use certain plants as permission slips to increase that ability to recall the dreams. And there are certainly many that you may find around you. You may find that waking up in the night and going back to sleep and targeting your REM cycles as points to sort of dive deeper into might assist you as well. And again, our first tip in entering into that brainwave state, the theta state, while waking, will also deepen your experiences and your consciousness within the dream states themselves.
Thank you.
You are very welcome.
Appreciate it.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for sharing your energy.
Oh, you are very welcome.
Guidance.
Thank you for sharing yours as well.
I do believe I have some understanding as what you said before about choosing our one path or the other. How then do I at best manifest this beautiful and bright future that I see at hand?
You can tap into right now. And it is that state of joy that attracts more joy. So in every moment when you really live your passion, when you choose what feels the most exciting for your heart, and when you keep alive that vision so that you are naturally motivated and drawn towards the things that will add to it, the flow will increase and you will find yourself in that state of passion and love more of the time.
This is a clear answer, as clear can be. Thank you very much.
Oh, you are very welcome. Is that all?
That is all. Thank you.
Well, our thanks to you as well and our great love.
Hello.
Hello, yes.
I have a question about something that I've been struggling with the last few months.
All right.
I think I've been struggling about it more recently because I opened up myself more spiritually lately,
Yes.
and that brings a lot of emotions.
Yes.
I feel like I have a lot of energy to offer and to share with people around me, and that I am lucky enough to have a lot of person who receive it and share back with me, and that give me a sense of growing and gratitude. But sometimes I feel like I share energy with persons and either they block it or they don't understand it, and it feels very tiring for me,
All right.
and I don't really know how to deal with that because I don't want to shut down to the world to protect me, but I'd like to find a way to not feel this tiredness because of my energy doesn't go through.
Do you feel tired because you have given too much energy? Do you feel tired because you feel like something has gone wrong?
I think like it's not something is going wrong, but like as the energy doesn't go through the right way, I
Yes.
have to put even more energy into it.
Well, really, you are only a vessel to allow a certain frequency of energy to emanate into the world through your creative expression, or through your being, or through your ideas, or through some form of service. Whatever it is, you are offering a specific frequency. And others can attune to that frequency. They can raise their vibration to match it, or they can use that frequency as an ingredient in something that they are offering as their frequency or their medicine, as you say. Mm-hmm. Though they must choose to allow, you see. And if they are not choosing to allow, that has nothing to do with you. What you are learning is who is available and who is unavailable. Because with time, there is a distinct frequency that you will see. When someone is open, when someone is willing to go higher or willing to go somewhere new. When they are, you will be able to show up for them and allow for them to match your frequency, and for you to match their frequency in ways to sort of create that unique blending. As when this is occurring, for example, it is first of all a blend of the channel's frequency and our frequency, and they are both constantly shifting in relative time and space. And then it is that blending as well with the frequency of those who come simply listening and those who ask questions. All of these elements combine to offer one specific vibration, and while we are the same general entities and beings, it is always a different meeting. And likewise in your world, whenever you meet with others, it is always a new constellation. It is always a new reality you are creating. There is never really a two. There is always a three. Whenever two different parts come together, there is one side, the other, and then the third that is the relationship itself. And every time you come together, because you are a new version of yourself, they are a new version of themselves, the experience, the relationship is also a new thing. So it may be a helpful practice for you to learn how to, as well as interpreting, are they available, are they not, learn how to release expectations of yourself, and after experiences to practice coming back to your own energy. Imagine vibrations as perhaps swarms of energy or dust around your body that have come to you through the interaction. And ask for those that are not yours, that do not add to you, to go back to where they came from. Imagine light that moves through all your chakras, through your spine, that branches out of your body and creates a sort of shell. And with this shell, you can repel the energies that you don't wish to have, and you can solidify yourself in your own essence, understanding that there is no real need to feel depleted, because you are connected to an infinite source of energy. And with time, as you choose to work with those who are really available, and also with those who are reciprocal in their exchange of energy, every time you co-create, your energy field will expand. You will receive more. For in your channeling of certain frequencies, when that energy is moved and circulated well, your energy will expand and you will receive more every single time.
I think I understand.
All right.
Thank you.
Our great thanks and our great love to you.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No, that's very helpful.
Okay. Well, we thank you. Thanks for helping us too.
Hello.
Hello, yes.
I have a question
All right.
about the next generation and
Yes.
children. Like, how can we, as adults and as people that have been here some more, prepare the next generation for all the shifts that are about to happen? And what do we need and what do they need?
Well, these next generations will be coming in as very advanced souls. Many of them will not be quite as available to take the mental conditioning that has come before. So, really, what they need are environments that empower them to learn in a self-motivated way, that encourage them to realize their innate capability and their intuitive functions. The more these children are in these sorts of environments that encourage them to learn for themselves and learn through experience and decide their own path, the more you will find the great and powerful latent talent within them. Many of these children will be connected to bigger projects in terms of how your galaxy is as well expanding and merging and meeting with other races and groups. So part of this will be coming through. And what your generation needs, we would say, is a sort of flexibility. As things will be changing so much, it is important for you to learn the true art of letting go and come back to really prioritizing what is most important. And we say the only thing that is truly important is being in a state of love and expansion, is being in a state that feels good in your body and feels giving and feels like you are circulating and flowing this pure loving energy. Beyond that, the specific details of it are not quite as important. Everyone has their own way of giving back. And there are great challenges in your future, but there is also great joy. So do not allow those challenges to overshadow the incredible extravagance, energetically, that is about to take place. Does that make some sense to you?
Yes, it does.
All right. Something more?
And is there a way that we can help the older generations to deal with the things that happened in their generation?
Offering them comfort. Offering them great love. Assuring them that they are valued. And listening to their stories. For there is a wisdom they carry. And there is an aspect of the experience of having moved from such a time of great constriction into what you are experiencing now that can show you the shift that you are as well capable of. So, what they really need is that compassion and that support, and as well appreciation, to show them that they are valued for what they bring, and finding a way to keep alive what they are carrying and bringing with them here and now.
And maybe one last question.
All right.
Is there a point that your presence is going to be more present here on Earth, like for more people, or like
Oh, yes.
more like that you're gonna be, I don't know, seen or something? I don't know.
There are more sightings occurring all the time, and really, certain portals are opening for these contact experiences to expand. And this first phase of contact is largely telepathic and through sightings and through many people finding this path of excitement to work through the disclosure movement and other such pathways that allow for more information to get out. Within 5 years, the first opportunity for a physicalized experience of contact will be available, and full open contact can be expected somewhere between the year of 2027 and 2042. That is really up to you. And this is a continuously shifting window, fluctuating every time you dedicate more excitement into your life and more acceptance. And of course, there are also great experiences of contraction, understanding that there is a high frequency energy emitted from our ships and of course emitted from our physical bodies. And this energy literally shifts humans into another dimension. Fear-based belief systems keep you at the dimension you are inhabiting. And all of those fear-based belief systems have to be felt and experienced in order to be released. So you may have had experiences or dreams of contact that were very viscerally frightening. And these are some of the first phases of contact. Your ability to release resistance to those emotions and allow them to pass through you and not identify with them will accelerate contact. You all must release greater resistance in order to bring about the experiences that are coming. So, yes, following your heart is key, and dedicating some of your focus to understanding and opening to contact is also helpful. There may be signs that you get to go to certain locations or to take certain moments to sit and meditate at night especially, that allow for more of this energy and information to come through for you in your own way. Does that sound exciting?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
But how can we get rid of the fear for the contact?
You don't need to fight the fear because that only makes it stronger. You simply must witness it and breathe into it. Remember, whenever you are feeling fear, it is only the flip side of the coin of love. And really, it is not a coin at all, but a spectrum. Every part of that spectrum is made of the same energy. And if you simply witness that fear long enough, you will find the loving intention at its core. And in witnessing the fear in that way and seeing that it is only a protective mechanism and protection is some expression of love, you can simply allow the fear to be experienced, to be felt. Don't resist it, don't fight it, don't fear it. Just hold it, like you would a crying child. What do you do when a crying child is afraid? You hold them. In the same way with your own fears, if you hold them, if you even imagine them as little babies coming up to be loved inside of you, notice that it doesn't take that long for a baby that you hold and nurture in your arms to simply become an adult and integrated, if you just hold and allow.
Okay.
All right, does that make some sense?
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.
We love you very much, and we thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, greetings.
Hello, greetings to you.
I wanted to ask about how to deal with certain blockages in terms of, for me personally, I'm very open with love. I'm very open with my emotions, but more so spiritually, I'm seeking how to open those blockages, but maybe you can address all of them for the sake of the group.
All right. What specifically do you feel blocked with?
Like I know and I understand the higher powers, and I feel a connection, but I think there's like an internal struggle with how to fully embrace it, and I don't know if it's fear or if it's something else, but it's just something that I would like to seek advice and opinions on that topic.
Do you feel as if you are disconnected from the higher power, or it is inaccessible?
Maybe not so much disconnected or inaccessible, but just I want to see how I can open up myself more to receive more connection.
And the connection you already experience now feels like what?
Intuition and love.
Yes.
And protection.
Yes.
It's just I would like to open up to see if I can attain more of that.
So, like we have said at different points today, to expand in the clearest way, simply do what you love the most. Mm-hmm. Simply ask yourself in every moment, what is going to expand this feeling of love the most? So there may be some moments in which there's a loving impulse, there's a connection in you, there's an idea in you that is not expressed. Why? There are some moments when you feel very drawn to go somewhere or to do something or to create something you have not done before. Do you act upon all of those moments? Are you always choosing what feels the most loving?
Mm-hmm. I tend to, yes. It's coming from an intuitive place, and
yes,
when I have those moments in myself, I typically follow through whenever possible.
All right. So then, are you giving enough significance through your own belief in this process?
Yeah, maybe not.
Are you expecting something different to occur?
No, I typically don't put so much pressure on expectations.
All right.
No disappointments if you don't have expectations, right?
Yes. Well, to some degree, if you don't have expectations, there is not excitement. Mm-hmm. It is not expectation itself that is the issue. It is when you have expectations and you are not open to the possibility that your expectations are not fulfilled in the exact way that you wrote them out. Mm-hmm. So sometimes people avoid desire or dim it, or avoid expectations or dim them because the pain or the dullness on the flip side of that desire or that expectation feels too great. Yet in actuality, in not giving themselves the full permission to desire, full permission to hope, full permission to want, full permission to feel a divine or a personal sense of longing, they cut themselves off from all of life's experience, the range of emotion and thought available. So it is a matter of really fully being open, allowing yourself to want more, allowing yourself to hope more. And as you follow your intuition, as we hear you do, and we see that at other levels as well, always ask yourself, what could be the very best thing that might happen? What serendipity could occur that would make this moment soar beyond what I see as possible. Play with fantasy as you go about it. And without getting attached to those fantasies, simply allow them to add a hidden volume lever to your heart's beat and rhythm as you move. For in really allowing yourself to open more to both life's sweetness and life's bitterness, there is more medicine that you can extract from the experiences you are already having. So it is not in what you are doing, it is in the depth that you bring to each moment and experience.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Thank you.
Can you play with that? Does that make some sense to you?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, our great love and thanks to you. Enjoy all of the varieties of life.
Gracias.
Hello.
Hello, yes.
I have a question about, I guess, wanting some pointers or hints about where is in my most highest alignment to channel my energy in terms of the gifts I have in this life and what to do with that. I've really changed my life recently to feel more aligned with what makes me happy and true with who I am. I'm kind of someone who has I have a lot of different skills and things, but I don't know, I'm just looking for clarity on which way to go and
Well, as someone who has many different skills and gifts, as you describe yourself, we see you really as a person who will be doing so many different things over the course of your life. You will be engaged in so many different projects, so many ways of experience and expressing energy. And again, what is most important is the cohesion of love that is the motivating force, is the connective tissue, so to speak, that unites all of these gifts together. So, are there certain expressions that call to you most right now in this moment?
I'm not sure, actually.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I sort of feel I'm just waving in the wind at the moment.
So was it a fun wave?
Yeah, when I let it be.
All right. So why do you stop allowing it to be?
Self-imposed need to define something.
All right. What if it was defined as amorphous? What if you were defining yourself as shape-shifting? So there is still a definition. There is still a form. Yet the form is inherently something that is mutable, is malleable. Would that soothe you a bit more and allow you to let the wind take you?
Yeah.
All right. Play with that and know that, again, it's the force of love within you that creates the greatest impact through your gifts. So it is not the consistency of doing one thing over and over again. Allow this gift you have of shape-shifting to help you to fully embody every new path that you choose. The moment it gets boring, let that be a natural ending to the cycle. You don't have to keep towing on with something that doesn't feel as loving anymore. just because you've began the project. And this is something that brings people into many cycles of abysmal fortune when they attempt to hold on to an idea that wasn't what was meant to be. So in other words, you sometimes will set off on the path to a great mysterious cave, but somewhere along the road a new path calls you, and if you go down that path you discover beauty and riches. But if you were so stubborn to say you wanted to go all the way to what you initially set off to, you may not discover everything that life has in store for you. So that natural love within you is your intuition, and it will guide you to what you choose. So let the wind blow you, and let being blown in the wind be a pastime and an art form.
Is there anything you can add to help when you're feeling torn between two paths that both feel there is love in both of them as well as challenges?
Then you can ask yourself, and taking it to a physiological level is most helpful because your body really knows. You can ask your own heart, which one feels the very most loving? If you let the focus and preoccupation with the challenge and the work of it fall away, and you imagined the brightest moments of either path, which one ignites the greatest fire in your heart? Go with that one. And if you find that the passion and the fire is equal in these cases, then we would say to allow yourself to pick the one that is easiest, that is most accessible. When you have equal passion, which one is the path of least resistance? For that is where energy flows the greatest. And we have described this as following the fire, though the fire is simply cooking the water. The water is on top of the stove. The fire in your heart is allowing the steam and the brew and the medicine to be created. The water is the flow and the emotion and the awareness that you bring into it. So know that the fire is just there, steadily burning. To equal, then yes, allow yourself to choose the easy road, but don't choose it just because it's easy. Does that all make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And do you see the metaphysical mechanics behind this? To some degree.
Mm.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you feel the great love that is there for you in the universe?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, great. Thanks to you as well.
Hello.
Hello.
I would like to hear your perspective of the state of the planet
Yes.
and of the processes that have already started with the burning of the forest, with the coronavirus.
Yes. Indeed, much of your environment has already been destroyed or degraded. And there are different pathways emerging. So, there is great damage that has been done, though much of this will be reversed. Even on some of the brightest of paths, these are still some years of challenge. And the witnessing of these challenges, the visibility of the challenges that your Earth is going through may motivate great generosity to take place, and that is very necessary, that people start doing more groundwork to keep the forests alive, to remember the more ancient practices of how to prevent these fires and how to get in alignment with Earth's natural processes and reduce this pollution. So, yes, take action, but do not let fear stop you. For it is, in a way, a great purging that is taking place, that is allowing for these old toxic energies to go away. And in all bits of healing, it does get worse before it gets better. And you are in that phase now where the toxicity that has been inherent in so many systems for so long is getting bigger. It's seeming to explode because those systems themselves have to go. And indeed, these are times of great challenge. Though we do see you making it through. Though again, all of you must align with your love and with your passion to make that a reality.
So you see a chance for humanity to shift and stop misusing free will?
Yes, that is what we are saying, is that within, the next years, early as 2027, there is this convergence between humans and extraterrestrials. There are great mutations taking place. There are great changes occurring. And there is also a huge release process underway that is very chaotic. And you must attune to the phases of development, those who are working on themselves, those who are doing good. Not become blind to the chaos, yet don't allow yourself to get sucked into it. For there are many who you must come to influence, who are somewhere in between. They see the good that is being done, and they see the chaos, and the chaos is influencing them so much that they cannot become a part of the shift. And many of you here today and who are listening to this must be those who can actively inspire those who have yet to step out of the chaos and into the productive shift, into new technologies, inner and outer technologies. So you must always have hope, and you must always act as if the good that you see as the potential is about to be. In your focus upon it, you will gain the information and the insight necessary to make it a reality. Never give up the hope. But really, when you have passion, you do not need hope. Because the passion without expectation, or rather attachment to those expectations, will always bring about a positive result.
Thank you.
Our great thanks and love to you. You have big work to do. And it is an exciting path, and one that will shower you with love, if you trust.
Okay, I have another question.
All right.
Like, I'm receiving visions, and sometimes I cannot decide if they are true. Like, how do I differentiate, like, what's illusion and what's
Visions
vision?
of the future or visions of another plane?
Of the future, of possibilities, of possible solutions. But some of them prove to be illusions.
Yes. Well, consider that they are all probabilities. They are all out there. And just because they do not become your reality does not mean that they were not true, in the sense that they are occurring in another phase of time and space. Why you are being shown them is more important. In other words, especially as you come to understand this more, you will see these visions so that you can make adjustments in order to align with those futures. You have to keep showing up to make the groundwork of the future reality in order for it to manifest. So the visions are really just there to help you make the necessary adjustments to either avoid a negative future scenario or to create the positive one that was your vision.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Oh, great. Thanks and love to you as well. And are we complete with questions for now?
Yes.
All right. First of all, we thank each and every one of you for allowing this transmission to occur, for allowing this interaction to occur. It has been a great blessing and expansion for us. Now, as we go, we will conclude with an integration tool that you can use to open up anytime. And following this transmission, there will be a sound experience that may allow you to tap deeper into the energetic essence of what we have shared with you today. So for now, you may close your eyes, you may lay down or sit up, however you like, to go deeper into this integration tool. Closing your eyes, smiling and breathing for a moment, and coming into your heart, where you see a brilliant symbol, the figure 8, moving back and forth, a symbol of infinity, showing you the endless nature of your being. Witness this symbol moving back and forth, shining its brilliant light, moving it from all the chambers of your heart. And picture this infinity dance move upon its side, coming to the vertical axis of your body and stretching one end of the loop of infinity down to the base of your spine, the other up to the top of your head, still with that central point of intersection at your heart. And feel the light moving up your body, down your spine. Through this movement, see a central channel of light open up in your spine. And again now expand this central column of light to go all the way down to the center of the earth and all the way up to the center of the universe, which is, as you know, now a supermassive black hole. Yet through the center is a portal to an even greater cosmic center. And see this loop of infinity replicate itself. A larger one stretching now down to the center of the earth, the center of the universe, and looping, bringing this cosmic infinite energy through you. From your heart, see great roots of light that stretch now all the way down the base of your spine to your feet and grow deep into the earth. And as these roots of light go down, feel them first go through this grid of all the roots of trees and other plants around along the planet. The mycelium, mushroom-like structure that connects it all. Feel the electric impulses going out from your feet and into your feet and through this grid, across your entire planet, feeling the greenness, the vitality of Earth. Dropping deeper into the mineral layer of crystals, metals, minerals. The elemental particles that make all of this life possible. Feeling all of those elements beneath you, breathing them in, knowing them that they are also within you. And dropping now even deeper to a layer you may know as a black lake, where millions, billions of years of decomposed life now forms an even more fundamental structure of fossil fuels and many substances that create a foundation for all that is beneath. Feel the life that is passed on, that lives on, to create this well, this dark well. And trust in it. Know that what appears as dark is not always bad, as you see it. That within your earth is actually a great well of love. Drop deeper down, through the lava, through the molten layers. Feeling the heat now as you go deeper, feeling the pressure. Dropping all the way down through that molten layer to the solid crystalline core of the earth, and feel it as its vibration. Imagine you can take that vibration in with your body. That all of your bones, made of the same metals, all of the elements of your body, can vibrate in the same way. Imagine this vibration moving up through all of these layers and enriching your body. Moving up through your feet slowly until the vibration of the earth fills your entire body. You feel your whole body vibrating with the earth's energy. Here you are as a child of the earth. And as that energy settles, open up your crown chakra. Follow that deep column of light out through your crown. Feeling above you that dance of the sun and the moon. And feeling their radiance, offering you streams of golden and silver energy that dance and weave together and flow into you. Feeling all of the sun that is soaked into your skin, all of the moon that is glinted into your eyes, and all that is yet to come. How it is alive in you, how it has nourished your body. It's part of the earth, with all the food, all of the water that has washed over you. Taking in these elements, and knowing now your sun is connected to many more stars. Zoom out, follow those pathways, seeing that great map of stars, perhaps connecting to the sibling stars of the sun, of our stars, Maya, Alcyon, of Arcturus, of Sirius, many others, dancing, shining, and sending their energy to you now and always. Yet as you focus upon them, expand them. Feeling how that cosmic energy can dance and descend into you at will. Following this channel now all the way to the galactic center, Imagine you can pierce through the dark matter of that black hole, going through that place of immense radiation all the way to the center point, smaller than the tip of a needle, infinitely small, yet open as a portal to a web of connection through all galaxies. And as they connect to that which creates universes itself, to the creative consciousness of the universe. As you connect to the creative consciousness of the universe, alive in all of the stars, know that it is you, your own consciousness as well. Imagine it now descending, flowing like a waterfall into your crown, through all of those levels and layers far above, and mixing with the energy of the earth. Here you are, child of the earth, a child of the stars, child of the universe, endowed with all of the creative power the earth and the heavens offer. Imagine above your body now a portal opens up, a vortex of dancing lights and energies. Know that any time you fully make yourself aware of how connected you are, many other beings, many other aspects of your own soul can step forward and come through into the space. Allow this portal to be open and allow yourself to make contact with these beings. They may bring messages, they may bring energies, they may bring images, it may simply be a feeling. Though as this last part of your experience today continues, allow the sounds to wash over you and allow them to carry the energy of these beings. We and the others are always with you, and now we will expand into contact, though know that at any moment you can enhance, you can expand back into this experience and any experience of connection you have ever had. We love you, and love is all we are together.